Hello, good morning everybody. It's Sunday. You're in the kitchen with Angela. This Creole Roots Girl 47. Hi, I'm Angela. Today I decided to come to you Sunday. Not really wanting to, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm bored. It's Sunday morning, you guys, again. And I'm going to be doing a little dish that I've been wanting to try for a while. We'll see how it turns out. I'm going to do some stuffed zucchinis. So it's going to be done with shrimp, of course, because I am a New Orleans girl and we love seafood. So to thank you for joining me here. You can also check out my Instagram page, which is Creole Roots 47. And also In the Kitchen with Angela on Facebook, as well as Instagram. So I'm starting. I have my shrimp here. It's only 2 zucchini, so I pre-cut up my shrimp. I have also, again, my Holy Trinity. I'm going to be adding some Italian breadcrumbs, and they're seasoned already, and Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to do my stuffing like that today. And also, you know, I gotta have my Holy Trinity, the bell pepper, onion, and celery, and parsley. So I'm gonna get out my Creole seasoning too. I have to have my Creole seasoning, you guys. My garlic powder, and I'm gonna be doing some parsley, my garlic powder right here. Okay, so today I've already started preparing it, and I'm going to go ahead and scoop out the body part, the core, and we're going to place it in a bowl. We're going to do 4 today, okay? So, like I said, this is new. I've stuffed one before, but I did it like with cheeses and stuff. It didn't have any breading in it, but today I want it to be a little more thick. So you scoop it out, but you don't remove all of it, because you have to have this sustained. You want it to see, you have to have it sustained. So I'm just cutting it down the middle, and then I'm cutting it into flat slices, but I'm not going deep in there. So then I'm going to go ahead and cut around the cuts that I made. And like I said, we don't want to go deep down because we have to leave some filling. So I'm just scooping out. And then I'm going to take you guys over to the stove. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Pentecost Sunday. Today is Pentecost Sunday, and we're celebrating oneness and unity. And I hope you guys watch a little church online. Since you can't actually be in a house, you are the house. So you can join in online and watch whatever preacher you decide. At least as long as he's giving a real word, I'm good with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the second one done. This is not going to be a very long video. Like I said, my videos won't be very intense. So about 15 to 30 minutes. And if you have any recipes you want to go over, or you decide you want help with, or you're just not that good of a cook, you can reach out to me. I have no problem with that at all. I love to cook. Today I have some beans on the stove. I decided I was going to make some cornbread, and some good old cornbread from scratch, and some red beans and rice, camellia red beans. That's a New Orleans staple. We do love our red beans and rice. If you haven't tried them, you might want to get on your stove and try your hand at it. It's very simple. All you have to do is soak them first. You can soak them overnight to get them real good and tender. if you're in a rush, you might want to soak them overnight, because then you want to be able to have your beans ready in a couple of hours. My beans, I'm going to let them cook for a while. Yeah, so I'm not in a rush, so I'm going to let them cook. That's fine with me. I'm just gutting out the rest of the ingredients, and then we'll head over to the stove and I'll show you how I'm going to prepare this. Like I said, this is only 4. So just scooping out the middle part, which is the core part. Then I'm going to transfer them into a pan and let them cook like that. So all of it, the core is cut out of each one. Then I'm going to season them with a little canola oil and salt and pepper. I'm going to be using my griddle pan because I want one side of it grilled. So I'm going to use my griddle in the oven. And then I'm going to go ahead and season it a little bit. You can use salt and pepper. I'm just only lightly seasoning it. It's not going to be a lot. And then I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. See that? That's the core. That's the part of the zucchini we're going to stuff with the shrimp. Okay? And then my pan is heating up pretty good. So we're going to start over here with our pan. And get a little canola oil in the pan. Not much. And then I'm going to start by sauteing my shrimp and my vegetables. I already cut up my shrimp into small pieces. We're just going to start letting them turn pink. It takes about 3 minutes and they'll turn pink. Turn my fire up. And my shrimp is in a pan. I'm going to also move over and add my vegetables in too. This is a really simple, easy dish. It seems like this. Like I said, this is my first run at it. But I'm going to stuff them like I would a bell pepper or an eggplant or something like that. I'm going to add a little seasoning, Creole seasoning, of course. Just season that up, let it start cooking. Yeah, but this is the starting point. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a little water. You can usually, most people use a vegetable stock, seafood stock, or some kind of stock. I'm going to just use water today. I didn't feel like making a vegetable stock or the seafood stock or anything like that. So you can use water, but if you want more flavoring, you can use some kind of chicken broth or some kind of vegetable broth or something like that, okay? So today, I'm just experimenting. I think most cooks experiment anyway. And then when they come up on something good or create something good, hey, nothing better than that. It comes, you stumble on something that turns out real great, you want to keep making it, yeah. So my shrimp are starting to become pink. like I said, it only takes a few minutes to do this for shrimp. 3 to 5 minutes, you know. You don't want to overcook your shrimp because you want to keep your shrimp tender, juicy, not tough, or not, you know, you don't want it to be so overcooked that it becomes like, I don't know, mush, you know. But this is starting to smell really good. I'm smelling the aromas. It's really great. And I don't want to put too much seasoning, like I said, because the breadcrumbs are full of seasoning. Then I already used Creole seasoning. So I'm not going to do too much with that. And we already have the breadcrumbs that are loaded with all kinds of seasoning, which is going to be good. Then I'm going to use Parmesan cheese. And I'll bake them in the oven, okay? So I'm going to check on my cornbread. Well, yeah, it's coming out very good. It's going to be beautiful. So I turned it down a little bit. It's got that nice crust on it. So I'm going to add a little bit of my little shrimp water. Add a little bit more. Like I said, this is going to be a stuffing just for 4, okay? So this is cooking. I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to add my Parmesan cheese and I'm going to add my breadcrumbs because I'm going to have this in the oven to cook again. Twice baking as usual. Add my Parmesan, and I might add some on the top too, you know. Yeah, this is coming out good. Always want to make sure you have enough water in your pan. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more water. Let's see. So for stuffing, you don't want your dressing to be too thick and dry. So you got to add a little liquid to it, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my zucchini pieces, which I should have added them before. I just forgot. My bad. But it'll work itself out. He made a way. So all this is going to be my stuffing for my zucchini boats. That's what they're called, zucchini boats. And it's going to actually be put in the oven for about 30 minutes. I'm going to add a little more Parmesan cheese. And this is coming out pretty good. So these will bake in the oven for a little while, 30 minutes, until everything comes together pretty well. Let me go ahead and pull out my cornbread. So my cornbread is ready. It's beautiful. Look at that cornbread. Isn't it pretty? Yes. Nice and firm. Got that good crust. And that's going to go with my red beans and rice. So now I'm going to finish preparing my dressing for my zucchini. And I'm going to go ahead and start stuffing them and get them in the oven. And they're going to cook for a little while. So I'll show you the finishing touches after. But these are my zucchini boats. I'm going to put them in the oven and let them do their thing. Yes, this is hot. You have to be really careful because it will burn you. I'm used to fooling with hot food though. All this good shrimp. Coming out pretty good. So get that dropped in there. Burning myself. That's good. So these are my stuffed zucchini boats. You want to pack them if you want, you can. I'm going to place them in the oven. Let them cook for 30 minutes. Can't wash my hands. Okay, so over here we have some good old stuffed zucchini. Gonna top it with some more breadcrumbs. Then we're gonna stick it in the oven. A little more parmesan cheese. And they're going to bake for 30 minutes. And I'll show you the finishing touches. Here you go, stuffed zucchini. So I'll put them in the oven on 350, preheated oven. And let them go at it for 30 minutes on my griddle pan. So there you have it. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. I'm Angela. This is Creole Roots Girl 47. Join me on my Instagram. I will be having a YouTube channel coming out soon. Please join me, join me, join me. Thank you for joining me this Sunday morning in the kitchen with Angela. Have a blessed day. Bye.